Well, okay, so I went away on a girls' weekend, and day drinking, by the time you hit evening, it's like, all right, we all just need to watch a movie and chill out.
Some of us need a nap.
There were naps, but this is now evening, Eddie. So I had seen a promo for it, and I was like, does anybody have access to their Prime account? So it's Amazon Prime, and it's the new rom-com, romantic comedy, The Idea of You.
Oh, yeah,
Did anybody else see it?
I'm excited to see it.
Me too. I have it on my radar for surezies.
Okay. So I watched it with, I think there were 6 of us total girls. I sat next to my girlfriend, Kimmy, who 90% of the movie we just laughed through. So,
Because of the movie or because of Kim?
Both. Kim and I can always just get laughing. And I make comments. She's like one of the greatest audience. Like, if you need to hire someone to laugh in your audience, Kimmy is the...
she's a good... Yeah, love it.
It starts Anne Hathaway and Nicholas Galitzine. Obviously, everybody knows Anne Hathaway. Nicholas, you may know from... He's been in the series Purple Hearts and Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Okay, so that's where I know him from because my daughter made me watch it. Not made me watch it, but
a movie.
Yeah, that is a movie. It's a rom-com. He's playing a gay character, and he's royalty, and he's involved with the president's son.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then Mary and George, which is available right now. So he's doing well.
Wow, he's doing a lot.
He's doing a lot right now. So... It's basically he's in a boy band. You could kind of say similar to a Harry Styles and Olivia Wilde vibe. So he's 24 and she's 40. And she must have had her child very young, her daughter Izzy. And she takes Izzy to Coachella. But they've all access backstage passes. And so or another, she goes into this trailer thinking this like high-end trailer is where the bathrooms are. You got to make leaps. You got to make leaps here, people. We're just going to make the leap. So it's a nice, beautiful, clean, RV, freestanding, air conditioned, this is where everybody's going to the bathroom. Girl.
No.
Okay. And
well, maybe she figured because they had VIP passes, she could go to a VIP bathroom.
The
All
VIP.
good. VIP. Yes, exactly. So Soline is her name. And she basically, Hayes Campbell, Nicholas's character, walks out of the bathroom basically bumbling right into her. And she's like, can I use the bathroom? Like, just doesn't act like she knows who he is or is not impressed by, which he, of course, with his British accent is very thrown by this.
Oh, aren't you supposed to know who I am?
Yeah, so there's instant chemistry.
Yeah, sure.
And then, it's Coachella. So eventually we're having to watch, I felt like the songs, the music was... very boy band-esque, but it was like, do we have to listen to the entire song? And they did that numerous times. And I said to Kimmy, I'm like, wait, is this like an album they're going to put out after this? Or like, is there a soundtrack? I mean, this is like they're really shoving the music down our throats. Fine. So they have chemistry. He like sings from the stage to her like, and she's just like, oh my God, And it's very tropey. I mean, in the sense that should they be together with this age gap? Is she too old for him? How is this going to affect her daughter? Her daughter goes to a back east camp, real convenient. Like, you're going to be gone for the summer for a month. Mom is free. Thank God. I was like, this is a teenager in high school. I did not know you went away to sleep away camp. Well, it was a theater camp.
Oh.
So.
There are serious camps. I've known parents with high school age children send them away for like a month plus.
Yeah. And if it's a theater camp, you have a production at the end of it. So you really need to focus.
And band camp and there's all sorts of camps out there.
Exactly.
Cheer camp.
I guess.
So now she is free to have this fling, little affair. And, there's an ex-husband played by Reid Scott. He's getting a lot of work lately. He's on one of the new Law & Order. Might be Law & Order, the original that's back.
Yeah, he was on Veep forever, right?
Yeah.
That's who that is? Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So she basically takes off to New York and is going to go on tour with Hayes Campbell. Now, I'm just going to be crass here. So the first night that she goes to his New York hotel room and they get down. It's not enough. They really don't give us
in terms of what they showed in the movie, you needed more. Okay.
I was with 6 women. You didn't get any of us horny. Okay. It was not enough. It was not hot enough. It was entertaining. Anne Hathaway's beautiful. Great acting. They do seem to have chemistry. Mm-hmm. But you're just sort of like, eh. But there was enough in that sequence, there was sort of a montage of them doing it. And it was over a short amount of time now. And also going to be just crass again. Because I think women can relate to me. When she walks out in the morning, like in one of his shirts, or like, hey, good morning. I was like, hey, yeast infection. Because like you cannot do it that much over 24 hours and not be like, I need some amoxicillin. So, I mean, it was just like, this is what Kimmy and I are commenting on the side. So it didn't totally take you away in escapism that you weren't sort of like thinking of the logistics of these type of things. And as the boy band vibe is going, it does seem there's a little tension, like maybe he wants to break out on his own and write his own
become
material.
a solo.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, Yoko, oh no, she's gonna break up the whole damn thing.
Oh geez.
And then literally they show clips of the press and obviously social media, and they're like, Yoko, oh no.
Oh no.
So like, it was very predictable, everything. There's literally, if you are surprised by anything, I don't know what your capacity is for not understanding just story, because it was like, this is going to happen. Because they try to make it work and it's going to be fine. But of course, it's not with social media. And with a teenage daughter, there's conflicts. So Anne Hathaway has to make the decision that we cannot be together.
Oh no. Oh,
because she's 40 and he's 24. So that's 16 years age gap. That is significant.
It is.
But he did not care, people. But she's the one that said, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. And he says something like, in 5 years, like when your daughter is done with college, and that's not a consideration. And I thought of 9.5 weeks, which is now so problematic as a movie. But same type of thing. She's an art gallerist. She has an art gallery. And one of their first scenes, I'm going back a little bit, but he goes in and he's like, he knows nothing about art, but he needs stuff for his flat. He picks the ugliest shit. He buys the entire store. And you're like, where are you going to have this collection of like very abstract, weird pottery? Nowhere. What the hell are you going to do with this? You're just like, oh my God. But she's like twinkle in her eye and smiling. And the assistants are all like, and there's paparazzi outside. You're just like, it ain't a Notting Hill, okay? Let's put it that way. So you're like, all right. So they end it like tears. I love you, blah, blah, blah.
Anne Hathaway is a good crier too. She has
huge eyes.
Yeah.
She has huge eyes. You can't miss them.
Wait, no, we didn't know that.
Yes, they're welling up. She looked great in this. That's the other thing. They didn't really look that far apart in age. I know we're supposed to think 16 years, and they may actually be at least a decade apart in age in real life. She looks good. So.
I know. She looks really good. I think actually that is one of the things that I heard that was a weird negative comment. They were like, this is unrealistic. Anne Hathaway, as a 40-year-old, first of all, she is 40.
Yeah.
And she just happens to be a gorgeous, stunning woman. There are gorgeous, stunning women who are 40. So
absolutely.
It seemed very annoying that was one of the criticisms, that part of the movie was unrealistic. It's like, no, there's a lot of super hot women.
At one of the scenes, the band has got the chateau with their young girlfriends, and she feels insecure. And you're like, Anne,
no.
You're
good,
she
girl.
comes out in a huge caftan, and all the young skin nubile girls are in their bikinis, and they like make some snide comments, and basically cause a rift between Hayes and Celine. And you're like, first of all, you wouldn't let these like little like 21-year-olds at the most bother you at that point in your life, probably.
You're just like, whatever, girl.
Yeah, you're just like, but yeah, you also got on the band bus. You knew what you were getting into, honey. So fast forward, they're breaking up. Maybe we'll see each other in 5 years. And the movie ends and you're like, wait a minute, we better get the 5-year. And so 5 years later.
Oh, we do. Oh,
there
thank God.
was one or two things in there. I don't know what the director was thinking.
Hold on one second. I just want to say this is very spoilery. We now know the entire.
There's nothing. There's no twist.
You're saying you couldn't spoil it. It was
there's no
pretty
twist.
Straightforward.
That's a good point.
There's
She's saying
nothing about it.
If you've ever seen a rom-com, this is
you know
not
exactly
spoilable.
where
this
it's
is
going.
A Twinkie of a movie. It's going to be good forever.
A Twinkie?
No spoiling this.
Kind of. No. So Michael Showalter, who was the director, there were one or two choices he made that you're like, huh? That the tone or the pace or just the style would like change in the middle of it. And you're like, what is happening? So end of movie, crying, see each other in 5 years. Fast forward 5 years, Zoom calls her daughter. So we've done the check. The daughter's okay, living someplace else. not near her mom. She's now got a haircut, more mature because she's 45.
Oh, wow. Okay.
She's now wearing a pantsuit, and she's at her art gallery and just living her life. And has to watch a late night talk show. And now here's Hayes Campbell as a solo artist.
Oh, solo. He did go solo, people.
Singing a song straight to the camera that the lyrics seem really like her. It was like Longing for You. And once again, we had to listen to the entire song. So you're like, my God. Okay.
They were real committed to these songs.
Well, I actually think is a singer. My girlfriend Kimmy gave his whole bio. She is the one that, if you guys don't remember, was obsessed with Twilight.
Oh, I remember she was obsessed with Twilight, yeah.
In Vegas. And she was telling me all about Edward and Belle's origin story and this and that. And it was driving me so crazy in Vegas one time. I go, enough. Let's go up to the room at 2 a.m. because we don't even know where our husbands were. I go, let's go watch it. I just want to watch it. And the running commentary is saying next to me the entire time, they got to be together, but they can't be together. And I'm going, why can they be out in the sunlight? Because it's really overcast there. I mean, it was nonstop. So she is always really good at knowing the teen hot guy, what's going on.
God.
So she knew Nicholas Purple Hearts and or all the shows he's been in. And I guess he can sing. So we got to see a lot of that singing. And he's like, what are you up to now? Well, I'm just wrapping up my tour during the interview part of his appearance. And I think I'm going to go back to LA and really reconnect. There's something I need to check on.
And pin 5 years. Take that pin out. Let's go.
He's going to check on her pussy. So, and she's not with anybody. So it's she's at work, ordering some more ceramics or something. And she feels something change in the atmosphere. Oh. It's a pop star has just arrived in your small gallery in West Hollywood or Los Feliz area. And she comes out, and it's just the big Anne Hathaway smile, tilting of the head it's on now, motherfucker. And that's basically how it ends. And you're just like, okay. And when it's based off a book, and which always cracks me up is as a writer, how lucky you are to get your book optioned and it actually made. I mean, because when Anne Hathaway was doing press, she did Jimmy Fallon, and I saw this clip, and she's like, it's based off this book. It's a fabulous book. Did anybody read the book? And when I say not one person clapped, and Jimmy Fallon and her just started laughing, and he goes, yeah, okay, that's more a Stephen Colbert audience. It was very funny. And she's like, well, it's a great, book and this and that. So I didn't know it was based on a book, but the author came out and basically said that she was somewhat annoyed with the ending. And you're like, why? As the writer, I get it, but the ship has sailed. You sold the book right.
Yeah, why would you do that?
I don't know. Mm-hmm. But so
because they wrote the book as a single one-off book, and now the movie's made it a sequel. I'm not going to be involved.
I don't feel like we're going to see what happens after the 5 years. I mean, I don't know. But, acting-wise, Anne Hathaway can't really do any wrong. She was fantastic. She looked gorgeous. Like I said, rom-com, totally enjoy it. I wish it had been hotter or sexier. Some people might think it was enough for them. It was not enough for me and my group of girlfriends, okay?
Good to know. Okay.
But it's on Amazon Prime. It's enjoyable.